Mark, there's more bananas for you, Tiny, because the game is always like that. Hello, this is Nintendo 14, playthrough 1, Donkey Kong 64, Part 8, and last part. We played as Lanky Kong for the first time in the Angry Aztec, and this part, we're going to play as Tiny Kong, also known as the other Kong that you can free in this area. So just like with Lanky, there's not a lot of stuff over here because we got all the stuff in this area with Lanky Kong and Donkey Kong, so that means we have to go all the way to the beginning here. And right away, there's a bunch of coins for Tiny Kong because in this first part we're gonna focus our efforts on spending as much stuff as we can. So I think we'll just get this out the way first. I'll just get excuse me. We'll get the music out the way and just hope that we can get more stuff later on. I believe there's another set of coins for you, located around the Bananport 5. So it'll be the one we used to get Donkey Kong's banana and actually Diddy Kong's balloon. So I'll be that. I think I could just skip this because it's the same thing as always. Have all the latest stuff. So that's all the music instruments for Candy Kong. She gave all the 4 Kongs the instruments as well as extra melon. So that's always great. So I believe before we can actually do anything, like I said, we're gonna have to try and buy everything we can for Tiny Kong before we can get into this area that we just rescued her from. So I think our next stop should be there's banana right there, but I don't want to click that just yet, so I'm gonna walk into the quicksand accidentally, and instead we're gonna go ahead and buy something from Funky Kong. Alright, so actually before we do that we have to make sure we have enough money here. So just walk across that quicksand. It'll be alright though. And you know what? I think I'll collect the pack right now. That single banana that we've collected, I think I'll try and save all the bananas for the trails in just one succession, just to have things less confusing. So let's just go into the armory and armor up the little girl, a little shooter. And we get ores for just 3 coins. Really thankful that all these coins are just barely enough to get all the stuff for Tiny Kong. So as always, the game's being real generous with the coins. So same instructions right there. I could just go ahead and skip that. So anyways, on to Cranky Kong. I think I'll show all that off. So kind of weird how I'm scheduling all these videos. I usually like edit these videos and render them I think overnight. And I usually at around like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock p.m. I just start uploading these videos, or not uploading, but start recording these videos. So I'm just trying to record as much before my spring break is over and I have to go back to high school, finish up my last semester of my senior year. Ooh, so pumped! Just getting closer to graduation day, and the real fun begins when I go to university for. I sure hope I can get there for 4 years, but I sure hope it. I'm really excited for college, I guess, and sure hope I know exactly what I'm getting myself into by going to college. Hope it be beneficial. I just have to find the time to actually apply for my classes or what I want. Alright, so now that we have all the upgrades that we have, the Tiny Kong, there's one thing now that we got this ability from Cranky Kong. There's one thing you can possibly do. I think I'll go ahead and do this right away. So we want to go ahead and exit level here. We'll actually come back to here real soon, but actually let me go ahead and replenish health. Why not? Because I might need it. You never know. It could be dangerous stuff out there. So anyways, we're going to make a quick detour here, and I'll actually meet you guys at the entrance where you usually save your save file. So through this door. Alrighty, we're here, except never mind what it's about this. Now that we have the Tiny Kong, we will make our way east of this banana fairy looking house or whatever. And I wonder what this could be, that fairy or whatever. That's exactly what we're going to be taking care of, so let's just swim all the way over here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because by doing this, if you get an ability where it'll make getting coins for the Kongs, buying stuff, it'll make things a whole lot easier. So if you are struggling with getting coins and you happen to have Tiny's ability, then I recommend just get going here ASAP. I think this will also apply for the next Kong that we're going to get into, so that'd be great. And we got the big old banana fairy. I just don't know what to do. There was a huge tremor recently that just scared off the banana fairies so much that they panicked and they flew away. Oh, sad face. Now I see a couple, but I didn't have the means to do so. So I'll just read this. I'll let you guys read this text, and I guess that'll be that. Actually, that was really fast. And there's that point in the video where I have to let myself rest. Okay, hopefully that kind of broke the consistent strain, because I really don't want to strain my voice like this again. But I try not to. But getting back to this ability will help us. I guess it's like an attack ability, really useful for tackling down later enemies in this game. Really useful, but it does use up your coconuts. And also the banana fairy, they will give you a camera. I think it will be really interesting if. I doubt they're gonna actually update the game, because you know this is like a 16-year-old game. But what would be cool is that you get this camera, okay? And what if instead of just using this on, because you use the camera on the banana fairies of all magical fashion, yeah, you actually literally you capture fairies by taking a picture of them. Like you just take a picture and you got them. Okay, so I'm still talking about this. I'll sum up this. We get this ability. Here it is right now. To use the ability, you have to press and hold B, just like that, and then you'll have the glows around. If it's held down for long enough, you can do the little charge thing. Now get into these banana fairies. I think there is a banana fairy that we did see back in the jungle japes. I will hold off on getting that for a little bit longer until we can get our last Kong, so I can make like a 3 Kong back trip to jungle japes, followed by the last trip for Angry Aztec for him. So anyways, finally getting back to actually before we actually go there, I said actually in that a lot in that sentence, but there are a few things that we can do now we have this ability, such as a couple of those haystacks that you saw previously. So there are 2 in the main starting area where we actually started our adventure. So I think I'll start with that. So I'll just do 2 montages of where those 2 spots are. Okay, we are here in our lovely home with Cranky Kong and my empty banana horde. Now there are two spots for you to use this new ability that we can use. One's to this other side of the cave that we didn't see previously. There's 2 coins for Donkey Kong, but that's okay. We have more than enough coins, but by doing that ability on that, we actually get loads of coins. We got 5 coins from doing that. It's a special coin you picked up. It gives 5 coins to each Kong, so not just Tiny Kong, but to me personally, I think that mechanic, whatever, that you could do with the charge attack, I'd say it breaks the coin count. So, and as if you thought that wasn't enough, and how this game just gives way too many coins. There's actually another one that you can get, which is all the way inside the banana horde. So I'll just quickly get this, and will already be more than enough that we spent. So just keep notes here. Like, apparently in this game, you make more money that you spend. So I wish it was like that in real life, where you can make more money that you can spend. But obviously that's not reality. That's like a utopian future that will never happen. I wish it could happen, but anyways, that's all there is. I don't think I'm gonna get those last. I don't think I'm gonna go get those yellow coins with Donkey Kong, because they really don't need them, and I don't think it's worth going back to this area. So meet you guys back at the Angry Aztec. We have returned to the Angry Aztec, and guess what? You thought 2 was pretty generous? Well, here's another one. So we're already up to 15 coins for Tiny Kong. So I think for right now, we're really close to being on the good side here for like almost the entire game. Alright, so with all that out the way, it's like almost in a total of like not that way, but in a total of like almost 10 minutes of extra stuff. You know, let's actually try and work on getting some of these bananas in. I should have checked the back area before I hit that switch, so let's just quickly check. Alright, nothing actually. I think I gotta leave myself a note that only a balloon was back there for Donkey Kong, nothing else. Alright, so we finally returned to where Tiny Kong was being held captive. Now we just gotta take our frustrations out on the gremlins that were capturing us. Alright, so already there's those bananas, but before we do anything, and before I forget, I want to make my way back to where back to where Tiny Kong was being held captive, which is right here. Ah, the good old memories right here. As if it wasn't so long ago. Alright, so just quickly get these things before gremlins shoot us, and I shot that off screen, but obviously you just saw that right there. Just get this real quick. Yep. No. Need back up here just to make sure they don't actually charge for me. Just like that. Oh, he's coming towards me. Jeez. I didn't know you can cover that much of the area. Alright. So, just checking here. Alright, we got our 2 balloons now. We just gotta get out of here and actually get to where we can make a profit by getting this gold moneta. So we're gonna make more usage of our abilities here by just, you know, maybe use all of it. We use the shooter. We haven't used the music. So this is like a lazy way of just, if you want to, like, I don't know, screen nuke the enemies. Just, it's really useful, but you can't use it. You're only limited to using it so many times because you're limited to a certain number, which is less than 10. But that will be fixed later on, as you actually, spoiler alert, you can actually get more later on once you continue with the game and get to that. Alright, so you want to make sure here, because now we're really tiny, it might be really tough to actually hit these bananas. Just make sure here. Alright, just like that, we got our 30. Okay, now we just gotta endure here as Tiny Kong. That'd be great. And just spawn kill these Klaptraps. Oh, jeez, nope. Don't let them get past. Just like that. Just a piece of cake. Escape, apparently. Okay, there's more of that stuff, jeez. Alright, so easy gold banana. I think I'm real positive that I got everything in this one area, so I think I'll meet you guys on the outside of this temple here. Sorry, future me, but just because my voice can't take much consistent string of commentary, I just have to do a lot more cutting. So now we got Tiny Kong. I think now would be a proper way to actually not go through the number 2 panel, but instead let's take down this guy right here. He has our blueprint that I need, and I think I will assign one Kong to have show off all the blueprints. I think just because just because Tiny Kong is the last one to do it, I think throughout the entire playthrough, Tiny Kong will redeem her blueprint for each one, because I would like to show off the different animations that play. If you're in Snide's HQ, if you redeem a blueprint in a different area, then there's a different like set of oh geez, oh, I didn't see those two. Okay, I kind of jumpy. Some of these enemies can really come out of nowhere, just ambush you. Apparently, if you don't see them really, but that made me jump. But anyways, Tiny Kong will show off all the different animations or like strings of events that will play when you redeem your blueprint. So that'll be just that. I just walk through that. All right, a lot to cover in the second area. There's only one golden banana for Tiny Kong in that first area. So I believe the rest is in this area, and I think, you know what, let's just get the painful one out, the painful gold banana out the way, just straight away. There's the set of bananas right there, and alright, those bananas for Diddy Kong right in this area, so just, yeah, remind myself again. Because, like I've said numerous of times, that there won't be a set of bananas in the same area. So in order to make use of this, what will happen is, so what will happen on the screen first. By playing that music instrument, Squawks will actually pick you up and carry you to the top of this tower. This won't work if you're regular Tiny Kong. You have to be small enough for this to work, because obviously Squawks can't pick up a full-size girl because how weak he is. And oh, this mission. This mission is actually real painful, because if you didn't see from the layout of this area, is like, this is actually a racetrack, and you have to slide and collect 50 coins and beat them at the same time. This could take you actually a pretty long time if it's your first time, or you just never decide to do this that much, or I don't know, practice, I guess. But one thing you can do is just do this. Attack him. You actually do that. But I don't think this might be the wisest thing to do it right now, but because if you touch him, you will lose 3 coins. So just be real careful on that. Use the control stick to either speed up or slow down. I'd say try to speed up and try and book it here. He is a lot fast. You're a lot faster than him when going on the slide, but unfortunately, this guy is faster than you when actually running. So just a quick note there. And for some reason, he just really likes to cheat on some of these turns because he can go a lot faster than us on the turns. That's another quick note right there. We're actually doing a lot better here. We're getting a lot of the majority of the coins. I just hope I can keep the lead and collect these coins at the same time. And actually try and hit these marks here, because this guy's going to go a lot faster than us through these turns. Alright, if we can get like 45 or so for these turns, this guy's going to touch me, is he? Actually, no, he can't. Can he? Oh, he can't touch me in the back? Okay. Alright, come on. Right there. No. Wait. He's going to... Nope. Oh, come on. I was right there. I did... Oh. I took that too much. Because the Beetle just like pressured me to go a bit faster, but obviously I went too fast for that turn. You gotta really treat this track like NASCAR, so I'll just cut to wherever I last stopped. It's not fair. How do you go through that faster than I do? Anyways, I'm close to where I'm at. You really don't want this guy in front of you while you're at this part. And this guy just cheated. How do you freaking... I hate this. Just likes to cheat and go right through me because of physics. And kind of like book it. Come on. Oh my god, he didn't. I'm supposed to attack him. Screw you. You know what? You're not getting past. Screw you. I hate this mission. How is that fair? This is like the slowest part for me on the entire track. And yet he's able to catch up to me like it was nothing. And it's the part where I have to get hit. But now, like, I'm in a sticky situation. I'm like at this part right here. Come on, come on. Oh my god, why did I... never works. So this Beetle, they make you... There's like barely enough coins on this racetrack for you to collect. And yet you have to like hit your marks here. Get every single coin you can. And really try and avoid getting hit altogether. It just, you just can't afford to miss that many coins. Come on, I just about got this ass at. I got 49. I was right there. Why didn't I stop? The problem with this race is that I'm using the old controller. You know, that controller that you're probably not going to use because you know how rare this game is. Get it? Rare? No pun intended, but you don't really see this game on the original N64 because, you know, if you weren't a 2000, if you weren't a 90s born child, then maybe, but for those 200 or 2000 born child, nah, you won't see this game in retails anymore. Nope. So, the tough part about this is playing this on the original console because how half-assed the control stick is for the N64. Might have been real innovative, but you know, the problem was it wasn't the best control stick ever made. It was just a prototype, but this is what you have to deal with. Another good tip I might try and do actually is, alright, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna actually restart this because I took damage. I lost a couple of coins. There might be a little trick. This actually worked for me in my practice run of this level, but here's what you could do. Instead of taking the lead like I've been doing, you can actually follow this guy and collect the coins like this. Just do that, and then when we get to these branching paths here, that might be your chance to actually make your move. So I think the next set of like branching turns like that, I'll actually focus on. I think I'll actually book it there. But then again, chances are he will beat you through this like I don't know, like spaghetti type of turn, whatever. I really don't know what it's called. But alright, I think the second set I might make my move right there. Fortunately, I didn't get the path with all the coins in, so that might be a pretty disadvantage for me because I only have less than 40. I should have 40 by this point. But let's just go. Don't touch me. Oh, he did that on purpose. He would run right all over me just to make me lose the coins. What a freaking dirty racer. For dirty racers, they better be like penalized. Like freaking shove the black flag up their ass. I don't know. Sorry for the language, guys. It's just this is what happens when you're doing a mission like this. It's just absolute stupid. Come on, I can book her right there. Come on. Oh my god, why? Third time I tried that. Trying to jump and then he just blocks me. Make me lose 3 of my coins. Yo, look at you. Tried to attack him like several times, but obviously that won't work. You know, I'm just gonna do this and then hopefully the next cut away will be for when I actually beat this. This is the worst level ever created in mankind. And that's my favorite game, but Jesus, why Grant Kirkhope, why everybody over at Rare, why you gotta decide to make a level just such as this? Alright, I got him. Now just do this whenever you're in the straightaway, because he won't do nothing for you. I'm gonna win because I out-cheated the cheater. Yeah, and who's laughing now, huh? Yeah, who's laughing now? Who's the one crying in the corner? Not me, it's you. Now give me that golden rotten banana that you don't need. Go back to eating those bottom life organisms. You're like plankton, all those little things. You don't deserve bananas. You're not one of those species that eat bananas. No. Just me, a monkey, I eat bananas, you just eat dirt. Alright, now that's out of the way. I think, let me just cool down here and actually let you guys enjoy the Snide HQ Redeem Blueprint animations. Oh, just like that. I think it'd be proper to show off what the blueprints are exactly like. Ooh, maybe like a heartburn, whatever. Thanks, root beer floats. So, anyways, the way that this blueprint chart works is that to the far left, that's the Jungle Japes blueprints. The yellow ones are from Donkey Kong. Reds are from Diddy Kong. Blues will be from Lanky Kong, which we didn't redeem just yet. Obviously, purple will be Tiny Kong, and well, I guess we'll go into the last one just for now at the very bottom row. But I believe there's 7 different areas for blueprints, so I'll like fill up to like 8 different columns, I believe. There's one for the main area because there are actually Kasplats in the main area. They're just located all over the place, whether if they're in lobbies for areas where you can get Troff N Scoff boss keys. So I guess that's a quick note for the way that the blueprints are laid out. So anyways, getting on to the next area. Just gonna kill this little Klaptrap, I guess, because I'm a murderer. I think we let's go into the Llama Temple, why not? Because hopefully that place will have easier bananas and not eat up like 30 minutes or like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of gameplay that's just gonna be cut out. No, let's just go right in here. Why not? I believe it's gonna be stress-free. No, it's gonna be real good. I can totally see why Tiny Kong you just be my least favorite Kong to play as, because some of the challenges that Tiny Kong has for her gold bananas that she collects are just completely outrageous, and they just take up a lot of time. So especially for the boss that Tiny Kong will later go up against, because let me tell you, all Kongs will have to face up against the boss, while Donkey Kong is actually special because he gets more than that, because he's Donkey Kong. So I guess that's all I'm going to go into when I talk about the future of these games. So I believe, now we got the camera actually. There's one thing we can do. This actually goes back to what Lanky Kong can do. We got all the bananas except for that one gold banana that we need for Lanky Kong, which is actually where his blueprint is. Because you're gonna need you're gonna need Tiny Kong's help to help Lanky get his blueprint for the Angry Aztec. And I'm just gonna fall down here, like I just don't care. So here's the bananas right there. I think I'll collect these just for now. a lot of stuff in this area. So alright, let's just get this banana fairy. All you gotta do is just aim your camera, or not through this angle. Let me go through the other. Take it from this side. Alright, just take it, aim with the, or you actually pull it out with Z and then push down the C sticks, and then just aim. Make sure you got the shot. Make sure he's in the center like that. I think I got it, did I? Oh, kind of close. But make sure like the happy face is on when you take the picture. We actually get more distance here. You thought Pokemon Snap was kind of ridiculous? No, you got this to deal with, and plus you only got like so much film, so it's just frustrating. So you got the green. If you see it go away like that, that means you got it. And by taking pictures of these fairies that you can capture literally in your camera, your ammo gets replenished and your crystal coconut count goes up by 1 every time you collect one. So that's always nice. Another thing is there are 20 banana fairies in total. You actually get a pretty cool secret once you get all 20. I think I'll actually show off in the next part. Maybe this part after. I think I'll show this the thing after. But here's Lanky Kong's Kasplat. But I think I'll save that for later. There's the number 2 pad right there. You're not gonna do jack squat to me just yet. I'm just gonna hit this, and you're gonna not be able to attack me during this cutscene that I just really don't like. How games would do this, like you do something, and then the game just takes away your ability to move while it shows you what the thing does. I think there's a better way of doing that, but we got these series of platforms that rise up after you hit these Kong switches. Now this level is kind of special because there are lava like this later on. This one actually doesn't hurt you if you actually touch in it. So just fair warning there. The other lava I'm talking about, that won't be like till real later on to the game. So just a warning about that. I don't believe the fireballs also hurt you either. Either they can, or it's just really uncommon to actually hit the fireballs yourself. And here's the case where I take damage, and I gotta get up here before I take even more damage, because the invincibility doesn't wear off forever, or it doesn't last forever. And just like that, we already have Tiny Kong's 4th banana, and because we redeemed the blueprint, we still got 1 more to go here. Alright, yeah, I only have like just over half the colored bananas that I need. And I think, just like with always, I'll go ahead and get Lanky Kong's blueprint as soon as I get it. So I'll use this 2 pad and switch over to Lanky Kong. Because there is a tag barrel inside this area, just so you can do that. So I guess if you want to be Diddy Kong or any Kong that actually you don't need to, I guess you can. Something that the other temple just doesn't have, so you can't go in there with Donkey Kong. That face, so switch over to Lanky Kong and go back to that 2 panel. Okay, we are here, teleporting through the 2 panel, and you know what? Just die. Yeah, I get blown up. Yeah, I got all this stuff. I got all the cool weapons and explosives. I just like it how there's those certain games where you actually have more attacks than what a normal enemy can do. Because there's some games that I've known where you just don't have that many attacks. And I gotta switch over to Tiny Kong because this is Tiny Kong's video, not Lanky's. He had his time to shine back in the last parts. So I'll just switch back over to Tiny Kong, and we'll continue the rest of her video. But before we can actually leave the Llama Temple, you know what I almost forgot? It's this one sneaky balloon that I could have... Okay, just somehow did that. Something that you could do for a glitch, but alright. If I can actually get up to that part where I need to, that'd be great. So just take, like I said back in Lanky's part, I believe, or maybe earlier than that. You want to get out Tiny's shooter right here, right next to the llama. I believe this is the best shot where you can actually get this balloon right here. And you want to just try and shoot this. You can. Like this. Maybe shoot ahead of it. That always seems to work too. Just like that. Alright. So already we got 70 bananas for Tiny Kong. There are a bunch of colored bananas for Tiny Kong right near the little dungeon area that we have to go through 2 more times. One with Tiny Kong and another time for the last Kong that we need to free. So I'm gonna meet you guys again. More cuts. Sorry, future me, but Actually, we're right there. Forget it. Okay, you can spare the cuts, future me. Alright, never mind that. And let me make sure there's like... Alright, so... Okay, there's nothing in this area for Tiny Kong because all that was for Lanky Kong. Because that we just haven't stressed enough. Alright, so I believe with all these trees in this one area there will be bananas for Tiny Kong. Just hope so, fingers crossed, right? Yes, I'm right, there's one right there. And I think it'd be really nice to have this one ability with Tiny Kong right now, but nope, we don't get that until the next area. Just keep on climbing all these trees, instead we just gotta painstakingly jump and walk over to him. We could just do this little thing right there, that kinda helps, but it's nothing compared to what we're gonna get into the next area, which I'm really looking forward to actually. 2 reasons. 1, maybe we can find the last Kong. And 2, just all these stuff that you gotta do to get these golden bananas, they're just loads of fun. Alright, just about done here. I believe, oh no, I guess I'm wrong. So already we got all the bananas. I thought that there were gonna be some in the dungeon for Tiny, but I guess I'm wrong. Maybe that's for other Kongs, like Lanky, and maybe who knows. Who's I gotta beep that out. You didn't hear nothing of that small pause. Because it didn't say anything, nope. Didn't mention anything about the Kong that I'm gonna get into next. AKA my favorite. But anyways, we got all these stuff, we got all these bees. You know what, I don't like bees because they're just scary and they could intimidate you. One time, I guess I was in a trip in Arizona, it was years back. And then I was at this pool, and then I was done at the pool and I saw a bee and I was just like, oh, bee, run away. And then, I guess, out of amusement, the bee decided it was a good idea to start chasing me. And I was running. I don't think he ever stung me. Thank goodness. But, it's like if you had to ask me, like, getting stung by a bee or, like, getting stung by a bee, it's like a near-death experience. And, nobody likes getting stung by bees, so if you see a bee, I don't know, just try and leave it alone. Because that's always the trick. If you watch the Bee movie, you know what to do. I just didn't miss that. Can you like stay right there for now? No, don't move. Go back to mommy. I'm actually wait for it to get back here. Right. Nope. God, stay right. Yep. Right. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yeah. This is what you got to deal with when going through these. Oh, you barely got that. Thought I was gonna move at the last second. I was gonna take the picture, but thank goodness it didn't. And kind of a weird shot because of how I'm small and that happens, but alright. So that's the one major thing that's in Tiny's dungeon area, is that there's a banana fairy. And there's nothing on that other side, so I'll just keep on talking because of how eerie this music is. And I think this is like might be my least favorite music because of that. More bees, lots of bees. There's that golden banana, but because of how this is structured, this layout is structured, you want to make sure you check both sides. Like right there, there's another coin right there that I could use because I have more than enough at this point. Oh, these bees are just gonna just keep on dropping bombs. Can I like shoot these things? I guess not because they're too high to reach. So that means the only way is just to painstakingly take out your gun, aim up, and then just shoot them, just like that. Which takes time, but I wish there's another way to do that. So, alright, that's all. I believe we got everything for Tiny Kong. I think we actually got everything. All the bananas for all 4 Kongs that we have right now. All their weapons, all their instruments, all their potions that they get from Cranky Kong. I think there's not much left for the Angry Aztec, except for getting back here with our final Kong that we have to unlock. So I think in the next part, there is a Troff N Scoff portal behind this area right here. I'll go ahead and use that. So I think that's going to be it for this part. Till next time for part 9. As we're going to enter through this Troff N Scoff portal and feed the hungry hippos. I guess that's what I'll call them. As we're going to be taking down this boss. So I think I'll just go ahead and do the honors of doing that right now. So hold off just for a little bit longer. This video's been going on for a pretty long time now. But rest assured we can get through this. Just the whole process of doing all this. There's gonna be, if you didn't tell by all the numbers of bananas that you need, 60. You need 60 for the first area, and this part obviously it's doubled. So making sure that you explore enough of each area, then you can get to the boss. That's the way that this works. So I'll show off the things and everything. I'll show off the nice sparkles and everything. Ooh, excuse me. Our root beer floats make me gassy, not gassy, but like the burpy. So there's dark sparkly doors. There's one thing I guess I could show off. I'll do with Tiny Kong. Demonstrate with Tiny Kong because it is her part, and she'll get like plenty of parts later, like 7 or 8 more. But going closer with any other Kong, it will lock the door and you won't go in, forcing you to have to use the Kong that's on the door. So that means I think finally let's actually do the outros right here. So that's going to be it for this part. Tune next time for part 9, as we're going to go through this door that the Troff N Scoff guys opened up for us by beating them bananas, and take on the boss and get another boss key, hopefully. So till then, see you guys later.